Hey everybody, welcome to Christina's blog. It's been a while. This today is October 26th, and I have a lot of things going on this month. First off, I graduate next week. I finished my associate's degree, and dealing with a cough, but I've been having a lot of things going on with my relationship, as you know, and a lot more stuff. I'm having health problems, getting all tests and everything to figure out what's wrong with me. But I just wanted to make this a quick video to let you know and to say hi and hope you guys are doing really well. My graduation is in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I have to drive like 2 hours. But I'm doing pretty good. But I've been recently with church. I've been doing in church, and been doing some family history, and I found out a lot of things I wanted to share. I want to share my grandson with you guys. My daughter, I put her up for adoption when she was 14 months, and she found me when she was 17, and I met her in February, if you remember when I showed it. But this is my baby boy. Oh, I can't show it without that light blinding. Show him, can you get him? Oh, I hope you get him. But he turns 1 on Friday, and she's expecting number 2 in March. So I'm hoping for a little girl. But like I was saying about my family history, get back to it. There's my church has this thing, this website. It's called FamilySearch.org, and it's free for everybody to be able to build your family tree. And I'll try to see if I can get the information to be up around anywhere. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to try. But it's called FamilySearch.org. It's through the LDS Church. And as a member, I get a free membership to Ancestry.com, which is really neat. But sorry, I'm putting my password in so I can open up so I can read it off what I was going to tell you guys. Hold on, I think I put it in wrong. Dang it. Yeah, I put it in wrong. Yeah, today I have a drunk boyfriend who got here at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, okay. Well, there's another website that the LDS Church has, which is called relativefinder.org. You attach this with your familysearch.org family tree, which it's known that the LDS Church has the biggest family history vault. That it's a whole mountain. It's in Utah, but they have the most of all the information, and to be able to find out who are my ancestors, mostly who are my famous ancestors. But I'm gonna read off my list. So some of them are really famous. I mean, there's presidents, there's prophets from my church, there's famous outlaws and stuff like that. But I got President Zachary Taylor, second cousin 7 times removed. That was just I have James Madison, second cousin, sometimes removed. He's the Constitution signer. He's also U.S. president. Daniel Carroll. I'm not going to read the relationship. Constitution signer. Robert Carroll, the Declaration signer. This really got me. I was like, at first off, I was like, um, I would love to be African American, but I'm not. I don't think so. I'm related to Barack Obama. He's my eighth cousin. So I remembered he has a white mom, so it would have been neat though. Um, Prophet wife, a prophet. Don't know who this is, but it's a business leader. Howard Robard Hughes, prophet wife, prophet wife. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Philo. It's Philo Taylor Farnsworth. He's a famous American. I looked it up, and he made the very first television. So he's an inventor. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Rutherford Burchard Hayes, President Hayes. Abraham Lincoln. Okay, all my life I have always loved the King of Rock and Roll. I've loved his music, his movies, everything. You know, he died the year I was born. To come out to find out he is my ninth cousin, Elvis Aaron Presley. President wife, George Eskridge Washington is my seventh cousin, four times removed. He's a Constitution signer and a president. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is, but it's Jacob Veron Hamlin. He's a famous American. Thomas Stone, Declaration signer. Truman Osborne Engel. He is a famous actor for the black and white silent movies. Andrew Jackson, U.S. President. Alexander John Hamilton, Constitution signer. Okay, there's one thing that really got me. I'm all my life when I was in foster care and everything, I wrote poems, short stories. All my life I've done this. And I have famous writers and poets in my blood, in my ancestry. Here's one of them. It's Emily Elizabeth Dickinson. And there's more in there. Okay. This is my father's side of the family. I have Jesse Woodson James. And if you don't know that name, he is Jesse James, the outlaw. I have the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright. I have a lot of prophets. I have a couple classical composers. I think that's classical music. Virgil Garnett Thompson, Wilbur Wright, President Harrison, William Livingston, Constitution signer, George Walt. Shoot, I touched the button and it totally made me start all over. Just hold on a second. Let me go back. Okay. George Walton. Humphrey Bogart, famous American. He's also a famous actor. Excuse me. Robert Treat Paine is a decoration signer. Susan B. Anthony, Susan Bronwell Anthony, William Cuthbert Faulkner. He's a famous author, poet. I've never heard of him. William Floyd, decoration signer. President's wife, president's. Francis Lightfoot Lee, declaration signer. George Ross, declaration signer. Sorry, my stomach itches. President Truman. Jeremiah Clark, declaration signer. Joseph Hughes, declaration signer. And the man that started the LDS Church, Joseph Smith, he is my 8th cousin 5 times removed. That is really neat. Another one, famous Lorenzo Snow is another prophet. Richard Henry Lee, declaration signer. Samuel Huntington, declaration signer. Thomas Howard, declaration signer. Walter Elias Disney. I have never been to Disneyland, and he's my 9th cousin 3 times removed. Declaration signer. Okay, classical composer Charles Edward Ives. Never heard of his music, but President Hoover. Marion Robert Morrison. If anybody doesn't know that name, he is a very famous Western actor. They did Western movies in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, probably. His professional name was John Wayne. I know. um, Presidents, declaration signers. I have tons of those. Okay. I don't know if anybody knows who invented the Morse code, but his name was Samuel Finley Breeze Morris. He is my 8th cousin 6 times removed. And I also have constitution signers. And then I really don't know who this is. I still have to investigate. Buster Joseph Francis Keaton. Somebody told me it was about a Buster and Keaton circus, something like that. I gotta investigate. Okay. I don't know how many people have seen the Christmas movie It's a Wonderful Life, but I'm related to the man that's the main character, James Maitland Stewart. It's really cool. President Coolidge Jr. I'm also related to John Davison Rockefeller, Constitution signer. I'm also related to Richard Milhouse Nixon, Thomas Jefferson, McKinley, Harding, Cleveland. I'm also related to Cornelius Vanderbilt. I mean, this is old money, but too old for me to be able to claim. That sucks. Oh, I am also European royalty. King George III, King of Britain. And that's kind of funny since I'm also related to President George Washington, which George Washington and King George III was the reason for the what was the war? The big war, the big war that when the Independence Day War, you know, yeah. General Ford, Harold Ford, President Grant, a lot of President wives I'm related to. I'm also related to a pilgrim, Richard Moore. He was on the Mayflower. That is so neat. I'm also related to Samuel Langhorne Clemens, which his book handles that he when he wrote his books was Mark Twain. Yeah. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. um, Anna Eleanor Roosevelt. David Davy Crockett. Ernest Hemingway. Sorry. I'm also related to a saint. Her name is Mary Helen MacKillop. Um, she's a Catholic saint, and she is also known as Mary of the Cross. Oliver Norvell Hardy, which is a movie star, and the current LDS prophet is his name is Thomas S. Monson. I am also his cousin. Andrew Jackson. Excuse me. F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's an author, poet. Lucille Desiree Ball. I Love Lucy. That was my favorite show when I was a kid. Thomas Alva Edison. Edison, who invented the light bulb. President John Adams. Charles Augustus Lindbergh. He flew the solo flight to somewhere, I guess. Garfield. Robert L. Frost, poet, author. Theodore Roosevelt. Charles Willers Stanford. It's another classical composer. This made me laugh. Um, Colonel Sanders, as in KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. 14th cousin. Constitution signer. Jack or John Jack Fitzgerald Kennedy. That's JFK. He's my 14th cousin. Ronald Wilson Reagan. He's also my 14th cousin. And as you know, I date a Hispanic man. And I've been dating Hispanics for a long time. And if you know about the Battle of the Alamo and stuff like that, well, my ancestor, I don't know if he fought there or he was the cause of it or something. His name is General Samuel. It has hyphenated the Raven Houston. And his name is his last name was Houston, so Houston, Texas, was named for him. John Pierpont Morgan, which is J.P. Morgan. Luis Debar L'Amour, which is author. I think if I can remember right, he writes Western Western romance novels or something like that. If I remember right. Declaration signer. Robert Leroy Parker. And this is on my mother's side. If people don't know that name, he also goes by the name of Butch Cassidy in the Sundance, the Sundance Kid, Butch Cassidy, the train robber, the bank robber. Yeah. And then I got Henry James Fonda, movie star. Then I got Horace Horn Miller, business. That's it. I'm still adding on to my family tree. So every time I add something on or another family thing starts, it comes up. But it's just really neat. And I think if you're interested in your family history, try these websites and see who you're related to, because you never know. We could even be cousins, distant cousins. You never know, because what I believe and what the church says, what the Bible says, we all come from one person. Doesn't matter who you're who you fight with. Like, oh, you're nothing to me. You're not my blood. No, we are all the same person. There shouldn't be discrimination. There shouldn't be people being racist, because we're all from one person. Or from two people. We all started with Adam and Eve. And at the great flood of Noah, we were Noah's family. So I know in my family, my grandmother had told me my grandfather's brother had did our family history all the way down, thousands of years. He got us down to King David. And I don't know if some of the people on here are not Bible. They don't really know all the stuff in the Bible, but King David was actually the little boy or little kid in the story David and Goliath. He killed the giant Goliath and he became king. And King David is the whole line going through where Christ is and everything. So I would love to he was able to get it. I want to be able to get it. I want to be able to see with my own eyes where I'm from. Because, for a person who has grown up in foster care from age 7 to age 18 and not knowing who your family is, not going to family reunions, not doing nothing, it'd be nice to know where I came from and where I'm going. And if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I may not be able to get videos up every single day, like it says a daily vlog, because not only am I really stuffed on doing on my online schooling, but I also have a lot of medical problems. But I want to let you know that I thank you guys so, so much. And please don't forget to thumbs up and to subscribe. God bless. Bye.